this is a great card, and to have Kevin Holland this low on the prelims just shows how stacked this card is and how excited we should be for this event to come out.
But do you think it's that, or do you think it's just because he keeps losing?
If he's on his game, then he's gonna do it. But like he's just been so inconsistent lately. I mean, he's winning again, and then he just gets loses to D-Rod, and he loses to Mike Malott. You should be beating these people. You're better than this. I'd say this is the biggest 50-50 fight on the card. Don't sleep on Randy Brown, man. I want to lean Randy Brown just because how inconsistent Kevin Holland's been, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kevin Holland win. You can't pick a Kevin Holland fight. Whatever you pick, the opposite will happen.
Hey guys, it's MMAK here with Colin. Colin is a certified stud. We just met at the UFC Houston fight card, and we went to hang out afterwards with your dad and stuff like that, David. And it was really awesome. We got to meet each other, and I was talking about my MMA channel, and I was like, hey, if you want to join, we could talk about the MMA fights and stuff like that. And then Dana White just last night put down those fights. So we thought we can go into those. And Colin, do you want to quickly just introduce yourself?
Yeah, 100%. I'm Colin. Like to be able to start doing the YouTube thing myself, but I'm gonna do some reps, follow MMAK's example here, and I'm excited to talk about the fights that just got announced.
Yes, yes. So let's do it. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, Colin, and then we can go into the fights because the UFC did put it on their channel as well. So we can go
Yeah,
here. We got the main card here basically. So we can go with the first one and then take it from there. The craziest part is that Alex Pereira, bro, like the fact that he just vacated that belt and he's going up to heavyweight for that third title. That's pretty awesome. I thought, what's his name? I thought Ilya Topuria would be going for that third title before Alex Pereira. But yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
yeah, I'm super excited for Pereira's chances. There's a good chance we're gonna see him on the White House card against a Cyril Gahn more than likely for the interim belt while Tom Aspinall recovers. Dana did mention in his live that he's going to announce some fights for the White House card next week. Hopefully he keeps up to his word, and we'll see that soon. But yeah, triple champ, Alex Pereira. That's super exciting. I'm happy for it. But for the main card on UFC 327, I'm super. This is like tailor made for me. Like my two favorite fighters that are still on the roster are Jiri Prochazka and Joshua Van. So this I'm super excited to watch this fight. But for the main event, I have Jiri Prochazka winning. I might be slightly biased, but I mean, what we've seen from Jiri Prochazka, the only person that's beat him is Alex Pereira. I don't think anyone else on the roster is up to his level. He's going to outstrike Ulberg, and for 5 rounds, yeah, I got Yuri, 100%. What about you?
Yeah, I mean the way he took out like Dominic Reyes, man, that was insane. That was what I think his first fight in the UFC as well. But for me, I think I got Yuri Prohaska as well, just because Carlos Alberg, like um, he just really like kind of pitter patters, if that makes sense,
Yeah,
on
no,
in his
100%.
fights and stuff like that. I mean, obviously he did knock out Dominic Reyes as well, but I actually didn't watch that fight. Did you see that fight?
I did. I was rooting for Reyes, man. I was like, oh my gosh, he's on a 3-5 win streak, title run incoming. If he can get past Ulberg, and they just he got fluked in the first round, and I did expect a bit more from Reyes. I'm gonna be completely honest. He has looked a lot better. I mean, he did go on that kind of like Tony Ferguson style losing streak, and but I'm glad he's back. I guess fighting a guy like Johnny Walker. But for specifically for Ulberg, he's a slower fighter. He will take a lot of people to decision, but you have to knock out Yuri Prohaska to win a fight. You can't take Yuri to a decision because if you give Yuri Prohaska 5 rounds to knock you out, he will do it. You have to stop him. So yeah, I have Prohaska by knockout in round two, round three. I don't think Olberg's lasting that long against him. I mean, Prohaska did look a little shaky in that Khalil Roundtree fight,
In the beginning.
but also Khalil Roundtree is a very good fighter, very good striker. I would say heaviest hands in the division now that Pereira's gone. So if he can survive against Roundtree, he can definitely survive against Olberg.
Yeah, dude. I think Carlos Ulberg. Yeah, I honestly I don't really think he has much of a chance in this fight, to be honest with you. Because I think Jiri Prochazka is just very, very, very unpredictable. Yeah, I think he's just gonna take over the fight, like you said, in round 2 or 3, and yeah, take it from there. All right, let's go to the co-main event. I'll let you get started.
All right, so Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira. I'm super excited for this fight. Not just being a super big Joshua Van fan, but this is a very good stylistic matchup. I think Joshua Van will show levels in the of course show levels in the striking, but he has good takedown defense against Bruno Silva. Joshua Van was able to stuff the takedown, was able to get him out of there, and don't think Tyra is going to be able to grapple him down. A lot of people have been slandering Joshua Van's win over Pantoja because it was a fluke injury, but I still had Van in that fight. And it's a little bit biased. Houston native. I mean, I got to root for my boy, but he's a very good striker. He took out at the time number one contender Brandon Royval on like 2 weeks notice, 3 weeks, like a very short notice.
Yeah,
And you can say, oh well, Manel Cop took him out, but he also had a full camp. And also, Tyra lost to Royval, especially on the. Well, he did lose. He lost to Royval, but he was significantly outstruck on the feet. And I think Van's going to do the exact same thing for his first title defense.
yeah, I think so too, and I think I want to see that fight again against Pantoja. Like I want to see that
Yeah,
again and see that happen again. But
100%.
Tatsuro Taira, like I don't think with that Brendan Moreno fighting today. Like I don't think I think that was an early stoppage to be honest with you. So I don't think he could have. He was gonna win that. Like I mean, he won that fight obviously, but like, and he was on his way to win it. But like, I don't think that like. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. We haven't seen enough from him. I think at this particular point. Although I do think he's a little bit bigger. But I was actually more excited about Manel Kopp getting the fight just because I was like, the way they're like trashing each other, I thought would be hilarious. Cool, dude. We got to see Van at the fucking UFC Houston fight,
Yeah, dude.
and
Yeah, it was awesome.
yeah, not to go on a side tangent, but like Joaquin Buckley just got booked with Sean Brady like the night after we saw Joaquin Buckley, bro. That's crazy,
Yeah, I'm super excited for that fight, man. I'm really high on Joaquin Buckley. Yes, he did get smudged by Kamaru Usman for those first 4 rounds. It's unfortunate, but a lot of people are sleeping on Joaquin Buckley for some reason. I don't know why. He has the most exciting knockout in UFC history, in my opinion, with that spinning kick. But besides that, top five striker in the division, arguably top three. One of the heaviest hands, and yes, Sean Brady, great wrestler. If he just smudges Joaquin Buckley, I wouldn't be surprised. But Buckley's almost had a year to practice his wrestling, really
mm-hmm.
get to look at back at that tape against the Kamaru Usman fight and re-level his game. And I think he's going to be prepared. And I would not be surprised if he gets Brady out of there by either decision or a TKO.
Yeah, I think he could knock out Brady to be honest with you, but Brady's no slouch either. Brady's pretty fucking good
Oh,
as well.
100%. You know, he's fantastic.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't mean to like divert our attention. So let's go to Chris Blades versus Josh Hokett. Man, I don't know about you, but like for me, Josh Hokett is like I like that guy a lot. Like I like him a lot.
Yeah.
He's funny as hell. Curtis Blades, I like him as a fighter. Like respectfully, I like him as a fighter, but I just find that like his last fight was like very very close, and then that was also like a guy debuting in the UFC. Thoughts on that?
Yeah. Um, the Kuniev win has aged well for him, especially since he won against Jailton Almeida, who is no longer in the UFC anymore. But fantastic wrestler. Heavyweight is shallow. Let's just be. There's like five good fighters. You can get a guy off. No disrespect to the fighters.
Bro,
The
Tai
fact that
Tuivasa.
Josh Hokett,
Sorry, good.
the fact that yeah, Tai Tuivasa was ranked is crazy. He's like 300 pounds in the like when he's not trained. He's still ranked. He's still ranked because Jailton Almeida got cut. He's number 15. He has not won since like 2021. Insanity. He has lost his last 6 fights. But regardless, I think Curtis Blades is still going to win. I like his wrestling. He's a good wrestler. He'll piece him up on the feet. I would have rather had Hokett fight like Teixeira or another lower ranked. I'd rather build him. Don't just jump him up top five right away. Curtis Blades is a dog, and I think if he gets this win, then he could either fight like who would I put like a Volkov fight or a the loser of Gon and Pereira. Like, well, it's gonna be Cyril Gon. Alex Pereira was winning that, but I think you can actually jump him up there. He's been in the top five for so long. I just can't sleep on Blades. If he does get knocked out, though, we have a huge star in the making. Josh Hokett does his best Chael Sonnen impression every every night he wins, and if he wins this, definitely put him on that White House card. He is a very exciting fighter to watch. And if he does get it done, great. But I got Blades in this fight.
Yeah, did you watch his last fight? He did that post press conference thing, and the way he was just like talking, and then he had his manager there like talking for him to translate, and it was hilarious. It was just like he was doing this whole bit, but it was kind of funny. And then
Yeah, no,
there's moments where he breaks character. It's hilarious.
he's pretty funny. I'll give him that. Um, yeah, no, he could be a huge star. He's a huge star potential if he does beat Curtis Blades. I think if he does lose this fight, you can still give him a ranked opponent in his next match, and I'd be completely fine with it. Depending on how he. If he just gets flatlined in 30 seconds, which I doubt will happen, then definitely don't. But heavyweight shallow enough that you can still give him a ranked fight next fight.
Yeah, I look at this fight like the like the what's his name, the Almeida fight with like Curtis Blades, where like he went on his legs, did dig a deep double leg, and then Curtis Blades just like elbowed him in the head and like knocked him out basically like that. So I'm like, I think Curtis Blades could win this fight easily, to be honest.
But yeah,
But it's just interesting to see. And in that next fight, the lightweight bout, the fucking Beneil Dariush versus Manuel Torres, I think they're just trying to like see. Fuck, man, I feel bad for Beneil Dariush, to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of his, anyways, because he doesn't have much of a personality. But bro, I feel so bad for him right now.
pray if you have a conscience, if you have a beating heart, pray for Beneil Dariush and his family after UFC 327. Manuel Torres by murder is probably going to happen. I mean, Beneil Dariush got slimed out by BSD last time they fought. I thought he was back after he beat Moicano, man. I was really high on Moicano when they fought because he was still riding that 6 fight win streak, and then of course he lost to Makachev at 311, and he came back against Benny. I'm like, oh, he can do it, and just got knocked out. I was like, oh, Benny's back, and then he just got destroyed by not Beneil Dariush. Beneil Dariush got destroyed by BSD, and now just put
Yeah,
him against an absolute dog like Manuel Torres. It's just it ain't right, man. It ain't right.
I think it's
Well, I
crazy
mean,
that they. Yeah, yeah,
Manuel Torres probably feels great about this fight.
yeah. Of course, yeah. No, I just, it's funny. Like, I felt like they're like sliding him a lot. Like when it's kind of like Beneil Dariush and Armin Sarukian have one thing in common. They cannot get a fucking title fight for the life of them. And Armin Sarukian obviously had that title fight, but like he shit the bag in that one. But bro, it's like the way they slided Armin Sarukian right now is like the way they did to Beneil Dariush, and I felt really bad because I thought Beneil Dariush actually deserved the title fight, and I thought it was an interesting matchup with Islam Makhachev. And then sucks, man. He just went downhill
Yeah,
after that.
he aged out, man. It just when you get to a certain age, it's hard to compete at that level. And yeah, it's unfortunate, but he will be remembered. He will be remembered for sure.
I was at
But
that fight too with him and Armin Sarukian, and when he got knocked
really,
out, yeah, dude, because it was in Austin, so it was just
that's
like,
awesome.
yeah, it was nearby, and I remember seeing that fight, and I was just like, what the fuck, dude, that's crazy. That was excuse me, that was when Jalen Turner fought Bobby Green, who's fighting today as well.
Yeah. So Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker. Who do you have in this one? I'm gonna let you analyze this one.
Honestly, bro, it's gonna be an interesting one. I think we could see a potential double knockout here. Uh, but Johnny Walker, dude, he's pretty big compared to like Dominic Reyes, right? So
He is
I
big.
kind of
Yeah, he
have
is.
yeah. Go ahead.
So I was gonna say I have Reyes. I have Reyes in this fight. I mean
I want Reyes.
he did get beat by Ulberg, but
Yeah,
he has been knocking people out. I like him better on the feet. I mean, he hasn't come back to his form back when he was fighting Jones and Bohovic and Prochazka, but he's still a great fighter. I think if he gets this one, they'd probably give him like a Roundtree fight, and it'll still be interesting. But I have Reyes winning this one by decision more than likely. I have a win by decision, not knockout. I think these guys are a little bit too crazy, too wobbly to actually get the finish. But yeah, I got Reyes. I got Reyes in this one.
Yeah, I think I got Reyes as well, man. I don't know. Johnny Walker's not really a fun fighter to watch, especially with that that fight with who did he fight that just retired? Anthony.
Oh, Anthony Smith. Yeah.
You like Anthony Smith?
Uh, no, I mean he's a Texas guy, but like
Uh,
it's just it's I caught him at the end of his career, and it's not the same, yeah, as he
I
was when he
liked him
was.
as a like a commentator in the beginning.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's a great commentator.
Yeah, but then he's just kind of like when he did that thing to Bisping. I don't know if I'm familiar with this, with Bisping like having him on like a co-host on his like Believe You Me podcast, and then he just kind of like didn't show up for like ages, like multiple episodes, and then all of a sudden show like just starts his own podcast. Dude, I just thought that was pretty shitty in my
That's kind of
opinion.
slimy. Yeah, that's slimy by him. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay. Someone wrote here that I'm more excited for the prelims, so I was like, okay, let's get into those.
Oh, these
Oh,
prelims are fantastic.
bro,
It's
holy shit!
stacked.
All right, let's go
Honest,
with number one. Go ahead.
yeah. I think Azmat Mirzakana versus Paulo Costa could be fight of the night. I mean, that main card is stacked, but oh my God, if you checked out like Apollo's Instagram, he looks huge for 205. He looks like he's back in his bodybuilding days. But Mirzakanov's a dog, man. This is gonna be an absolute war, and I'm here for it.
Dude, Mirzakhanov, I'm surprised he doesn't have a name yet, bro. Like that last
He
fight he
should.
had was sick, and Paulo Costa to me is like one of the most funny, post Stylebender fighters ever. Um,
Yeah.
After he got pumped by Stylebender, but I don't know what you think about that whole fight camp with that whole Dan Hooker thing coming out recently, but yeah,
That whole organization, except for Volk, is freaky, man. City
it is.
Kickboxing, City Freak Boxers. I don't know. We have Dan Hooker doing his thing. We have Adesanya with the dogs, and Ulberg was a male stripper. So, everyone
Bro.
besides Volk is a little, a little crazy, man. But
Yeah, yeah, that's
yeah,
exactly what I was thinking, bro. That's exactly what I was thinking. Um, yeah, let's go to that next one because Mirzakhanov, that one's interesting. I think I got Azamat on that one. I don't know if you picked yours yet.
I have Costa. I have Costa winning.
Yeah,
I like what I saw from Mirza. I believe he fought Blachowicz his last fight when we went to draw, another draw for Blachowicz. But and he did look good, but man, Paulo Costa looks huge, and I think he just has so much power in his hands, and I think he's gonna be able to take him out. I would not be surprised if Mirzakhanov just slimes him out and it's just over. But
that's
I
what I
have
think
Paulo
too.
Costa winning by finish. Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, yeah, that's what I have. I think I have happening in like round two, round three. Just Mirzakhanov
yeah.
like swiping him out. But dude, we
I
got
wouldn't be
Bellator
surprised.
fucking, huh?
But yeah, I was saying I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, Bellator main event on the prelims. Good work, Dana. Good work. Nice shade. I see you, Dana.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Fucking like trying to make a point here. Yeah, what do you think?
yeah. Pico versus Pitbull's so interesting because we haven't seen enough of either of them in the UFC. I mean, Pitbull was great in Bellator, but he's like 38 now, and he's a bit older, and the washed allegations might be there. But and Pico got spinning elbow flatlined by Lerone Murphy. But I liked what I liked out of Pitbull's three fights that he's had in the two fights. This could be his third fight. Uh, I liked more what I saw from Pico in those 2 minutes before he got flatlined than I have seen from Pitbull. I have Pico by decision again. I don't think he's gonna get the finish against Pitbull, but I do have him by decision, grinding it out. Yeah,
Yeah, it's interesting because I see I've seen people fight that one guy in fuck man I can't remember his name. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I think Patricio Pitbull is gonna pull it out just because he's a veteran. I think he's gonna pull out a decision win if he does make it. But Aaron Pico's a dog, man, and Aaron Pico goes
yeah.
forward the way he did. Honestly, to me, it's a 50-50 fight.
Yeah, no, it is a 50-50 fight. I mean, we haven't seen enough from Pico to really get a good handle on him. I mean, he's still young, and Pitbull is more experienced. He has wins over like prime Michael Chandler. I mean, he's a very good fighter, and he has a win over Dan Ige, but he just got obliterated by Costa. So we will see how that win ages for him when he fights Pico. I'm taking Aaron Pico though.
Yeah. All right. Cool. 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 So we'll see what happens on that one then after the fight. Matush Gamrot versus Esteban Ribovics. Bro, what are your thoughts on that
Bless
one?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm actually pretty high on Gamrot. I he did just lose to Oliveira, but I like that he'll take any fight. I mean, we saw this exact situation a while ago when he fought Ludovic Klein. He's willing to fight these unranked guys, these unranked dogs. Ribovic is a very good volume striker, but I know enough about his wrestling to be able to compete with a guy like Mateus Gamrot. I'm gonna have Gamrot by submission in round two. But I also could see Ribovic flatlining him. It's he's a dog, man. But I'm gonna take Gamrot by submission round two. To still establish himself in the rankings.
Yeah. See, I think Matush Gamrot doesn't have like the hands that well unless he's like training with Dustin Poirier or something. I don't know. I see Ribovic's like knocking him out for like probably like maybe not knocking him out, but like just beating him on the feet. And I don't know how Ribovic's takedown defense is, to be honest with you. But if he has any takedown defense, I think he has a chance of winning this fight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Gamrot, his wrestling is so good. I mean, he did kind of get a little bit exposed in the Oliveira fight, but like, come on, it's Charles Oliveira, man.
Yeah.
He's one of the best wrestlers, jiu-jitsu guys in not just the division but in the UFC. So I wouldn't, I'm not going to count that as too much of a loss for him. But you've seen Gamrot win against strikers like Dan Hooker, and it might be fraudulent, but he does have a win against Arman Sarukian. So he's good enough to hang with the top guys in the division. I don't think I don't see him losing against Ribovic. I really don't. I think Ribovic will come back and he's gonna fight maybe like a Jalen Turner or a Ignacio Bahamondes after this, but and then get himself back to get a fight in the rankings. But I don't think this is gonna be his fight to win.
Yeah, yeah, we'll have to see on that one when it happens. But that's what's so fun about these fights, man. It's like you just don't know what could happen. Anything could happen really with these fights. Going into the next one though, Cub Swanson versus Nate Landwehr. Nate Landwehr for me is like a really fan favorite type of fighter. Cub Swanson's obviously like a veteran. I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised Cub Swanson's still fighting, bro. Like it's, I mean he's probably up there in age, dude, like completely. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this fight?
Yeah, I got Nate the Train winning by knockout round one, maybe in like the first 3 minutes. Cub Swanson has not fought since late 2024. I think it was on that Tampa card, if
Okay.
I'm not mistaken. Back that was Buckley Colby, if I remember correctly. It's if not, it was a while ago. Don't quote me. But yeah, Nate the Train's winning this. I mean, he looked good in that Charrier fight before he got knocked out. And I think Cup Swanson's gonna have some ring rust going back into here and fighting Nate Landwehr. I mean, I wouldn't want to get in the ring with him. Nate Landwehr's gonna kill him. So yeah, Nate the
Yeah,
Train
he's
by
just an
TKO.
entertaining fighter. He's so much fun to watch. Yeah, and then Cub Swanson, like, yeah, he's so um, up there in age now. It's just crazy. Man, Kevin Holland versus Randy Brown. Putting Kevin Holland, bro, on the prelims is like it's insane to me.
His
And
card
I mean,
stacked, man.
huh?
Is the card stacked, man? I don't know if there's just not a place to put him. Like, he's this is a great card, and to have Kevin Holland this low on the prelims just shows how stacked this card is and how excited we should be for this event to come out.
But do you think it's that, or do you think it's just because he keeps losing?
He's so if he wants to win, if he's on his game, then he's gonna do it. But like he's just been so inconsistent lately. I mean, well, he fought like 5 times last year, and I thought like, oh, Kevin Holland's back. He's winning again, and then he just gets loses to D-Rod and like really, and he loses to Mike Malott and like Kevin, you should be beating these people. You're better than this. But this is I'd say this is the biggest 50-50 fight on the card. Um, don't sleep on Randy Brown, man. He's fantastic. That he did just lose to Gabriel Bonfim, but he did. I think it was he fought Nicholas Dalby's last fight,
Mm.
and where he knocked him out, and
Oh, that
that
was
was a
crazy.
great fight. Yeah, I want to lean Randy Brown just because how inconsistent Kevin Holland's been, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kevin Holland win. You can't pick a Kevin Holland fight. Whatever you pick, the opposite will happen. It's never
Yeah.
working out for you.
Did you ever watch
So,
that?
but
Sorry, good.
no, 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 go ahead. Yeah, my fault, my fault.
No, you're good, bro. Did you ever watch that like podcast with Rampage Jackson and Kevin Holland?
Uh, was the 4570? Is that where that's from? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. I mean, I don't know why he gets so upset about it. He should embrace the meme, man. Like, if you wanna claim, just go, just run with it, just be funny. Like, Rampage has ran with all the memes, and that's why he's so popular right now. Kevin Holland, you gotta take it on the chin, man. Uh, Run with the 4570 jokes. Come on.
Yeah.
You feeling all right?
All right. Sorry about that. I'm just a little bit ill, so.
I'm
But
sorry to hear that.
yeah, dude, like watching that, it just like I told you I had like an experience of like meeting Kevin Holland, and then it
Hmm.
wasn't really great. Like he told me don't touch him, like don't like. I tried to take a picture with him. He's like, oh, just like yeah, don't hug me or anything. And I mean, nothing wrong with that, but it was just the way he like with the energy and the way he said it was kind of off, and it kind of like showcased what how he is like or how I experienced him in that podcast. And it's like he lost a lot of like people from that, I think, in terms of fans and stuff. And then honestly, I just think I think he does want to become like world champion, like deep down, and I think he does have the skill set to become world champion deep down if he does concentrate and like focus and put his mind to it. But I think he's like getting paid so well that he's like, fuck it, like I might as well just get paid and just keep
Yeah,
going. But like, bro, like you have the potential to like be world champion. Like, why would at least maybe not even be world champion, but like be in the top five? I think for a while, and I think he could do it, but I just feel like he doesn't like have that. Like, I don't think he sees it in himself or something, or like he sees it, but he like I don't know. He's just for something's holding him back.
I think it's how many times he's cutting weight, man. He is such an active fighter, and he's wanting to take all these fights. But I think the weight cut's eventually just draining him. And by like the first 2 fights of the year, he's looking fine. By the third one, it's shaky, and the fourth, like, oh my God, Kevin, what are we doing? He's taken a longer break, so he has recovered. I hope he's recovered well, and I hope he's had a good weight cut. If he's back to prime Kevin Holland form, he should get Randy Brown out of the way easily. But if he's still drained and he's hasn't taken it seriously, and he's gonna lose to Randy Brown by knockout. But
I think the thing.
I think you've convinced me to actually flip and go Kevin Holland on this one, because yeah, he does have massive potential. He's just gotta utilize it, and I'm gonna lean Kevin Holland now.
It's interesting because I was gonna lean Randy Brown. Randy Brown to me is like a really good fighter. I just feel like
He's
he,
fantastic.
yeah, he's got like that length and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. With him, I just think that um, if he can keep, if Randy Brown can keep on the feet, I don't think he uses his like his gifts as well as like Kevin Holland does in terms of
Hmm.
keeping the distance and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting fight just because the both of them are like very similar in terms of like body types and stuff like that. And I'm gonna go with Randy Brown since you're going with Kevin Holland. But let's see what happens on that one, and then into the next one, man. Kevin, or as Dana White says it, Kevin Gaslam. No, I'm just kidding. Kelvin Gaslam versus Vicente Luque. Um, Yeah, this is an interesting matchup.
Yeah, I don't like this for Vicente Luque specifically. It's at 185. It's not at welterweight. Vicente Luque was small for welterweight already. Maybe this is like a catch weight. Maybe it was just like a last minute thing. Oh, actually, yeah, it was because he was supposed to fight Kyle Dawkins and he got injured. Maybe it was just I'll go up to 185 just to fight Kelvin Gastelum. I hope he does not stay at 185 though. I hope he goes back down to 170 because that's a much more natural weight class for him. But regardless, I'm gonna take Kelvin Gastelum. He's used to that. Actually, both of these guys should be fighting at 170. Before I say anything more, Kelvin's big, man, but not tall or he's wide. He was already kind of big for 172.
It's all that
Oh,
it's all that Taco Bell, man. It's you just can't stop eating the Taco Bell. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah,
Nah, he kicked my ass, but like, no, it's just I think he can't seem to like cut weight because I don't know what fight what that was with Piper. Like he looked really thick in that fight with Piper,
yeah,
in my opinion.
mm.
And
Yeah, and it's they should both not. He shouldn't be fighting at 185. He should be fighting at 170. You're absolutely
yeah,
right.
yeah. You know which fight was really interesting to me though was the Kyle Dawkins fight with Vicente Luque because Kyle Dawkins like recently just did that his hair blonde kind of like Charles Oliveira, and then he had those two knockouts, and I was like, dude, this guy is like he came back, but he came back with a vengeance. And then I listened
Hmm.
to an interview of him, like slow like immediately after he did like a recent a recent after he had his like recent win, and that was interesting to just to see like listen to how he like I think it was with Mike Bond, but it was just interesting to see how he thought about the fighting game, coming like from leaving the UFC to coming back to the UFC and things of that nature, and that was a very interesting interview to me, and I think that matchup would have been really cool to see Kyle Dawkins and yeah Vicente Duque.
Yeah, man. I probably would have leaned Dawkins then too, but yeah, Luque just has not been the same since his injury, and it's great. He's still only like 33. Like he has a lot still left to go. He came into the UFC young, and man, it's unfortunate to see how like such a good fighter lose so much. He used to be really good, and now it's just been on this decline. And to where I could see him losing to Gastelum. I'm going to lean Gastelum because Gastelum's adjusted better to 185. This is Luque's jumping up to it, and yeah, I don't like the look for him. He's going to be a little bit blobby. I mean, so is Gastelum, but I don't think he has the skill set to beat him. I got Kelvin by decision.
Yeah, and Kelvin Gastelum's a heavy hitter too, but like, yeah, I got you on the same one too with Kelvin Gastelum, just because Vicente Luque, I think after that Bilal Muhammad fight, he just kind of went on a downward spiral,
Hmm.
and then that Joaquin Buckley fight was really fascinating to me because he was just laying there and like protecting himself, but like he wasn't offensively doing anything at all, and I thought he had the space to do it, and he just didn't want to for some reason. So I
Yeah.
thought that was an interesting fight. I mean, we're not the ones going in there, so we don't know, but like, yeah. You want to skip the next one? No, I'm just kidding.
No, this is actually it's really interesting, man. Here, just to see the number two ranked fighter be dang near early, it be on the early prelims is like, oh my God, it's that's low key shade. She was the co-main back in that Australia card with Sean Strickland and on DDP. Like she should be a bit higher up on there, but bout order really doesn't matter at the end of the day. I'm gonna pick Suarez. I think she can out wrestle Godinez. She's Lupita Godinez is underrated, but Tatiana Suarez just like fought for the belt and she got injured and now she's back. I'm pretty sure. I don't haven't. I'm not like the biggest Suarez guy, but I think
Did
that's what
she have
happened to
a
her last time.
Did she have a fight with Manure Farah or whatever that title challenger's name was? The French one.
Uh
I think she lost
oh,
to her.
Menefiro. Oh, she did. She did. Did she? I can't
Yeah, I think
remember.
so. Yeah.
Oh.
So I think she had the title fight, right? With the one with Sean Strickland, and she was at the co-main event. And then
Mhm.
I remember in that fight too, I thought she was gonna win for some reason, but I guess not. And then then she had a second fight with Manon Fiorot, if I'm not mistaken.
Was that on
Wait,
that
that's
Canada
Israel.
card
Huh?
with Was she on that BSD card with when he fought uh that random Prepelec? Is that when I it was one of the Canada card. I think you're right. I think she did fight that. I'm gonna have to look at that in a bit, but she might have fought then. But still, it's been a while since we've seen her. I think that was like May of last year, so it's been a while since we've seen Suarez versus Good. But I still think she's gonna win by decision more than likely. I could see a submission win like late in the late round three, but I'm gonna take her by decision. Um, yeah, I mean she's only lost to Wei Li Zhang. Great fighter. Um, yeah, I got
Oh,
Suarez by decision.
did she? Sorry, I apologize. She actually won to Amanda Lemos, but she fought Amanda Lemos, in 13th September of 2025.
Oh,
So
really?
I got that completely wrong. My bad. Um,
No, it's all good, man. I didn't remember that she fought either. Tatiana Suarez, if you see this, I'm so sorry. That's on me. Yeah, still been a while. September's still been a while. It's February. It's been like 5 months. She's probably recovered.
yeah,
I'm still gonna take her by decision.
yeah. She actually grew up where I grew up, in California, around Chino Hills and stuff like that. So I went to a gym over there, Millennial. And then I remember like I was just getting into like UFC and stuff like that, and just starting to like get into UFC as well as like train and stuff. And then everyone was like, "Oh, do you know Tatiana Suarez?" And I was like, "Nah, who's she?" And they're like, "Oh, she's a fighter that's like local, but she's in the UFC." That was like during her break and stuff like that she was out for a bit, and she came back. And then yeah, I don't know, I like her because of that reason. But then it was really weird to see like her boyfriend, what's his name again?
Didn't know she was dating.
Yeah,
I
the one from Bellator that just came in and then just got like that talked a big game, and then and then he basically just left. He fought Mario Batista.
oh, Patchy Mix. She was dating
Pat,
Patchy Mix.
yeah, she's still, I think she's still dating him, but yeah, Patchy Mix is the one that she was with, and when she came in, yeah, it was with him. And like, yeah, and she's the one that got him in, I think, as well. But like the fact that like he came in and he got out, I think he just signed up with like Strike Force or something.
Yeah,
Recently, not Strike
he's
Force,
in
but
Ryzen now, which
Ryzen. Yeah, sorry.
I don't like that he's out of the UFC already. I honestly think he won that Yakov Wiklach fight. I think he should be 1-1 in the UFC. He should. I think he should still have a contract. He did not look like himself. The
At
lights were
all.
too bright. Whatever you want to say. Um, but dang, it feels wrong seeing him in Ryzen. Hold on, just one sec. My laptop's not charging. It's got
Yeah.
a memento, por favor. Awkward.
Yeah, no worries.
I don't have
Let's
enough
go for
battery,
that. Year
but
Prochazka.
no.
Yeah, all good, bro.
Let's go for
Um,
that.
yeah, what are your thoughts on I mean, I don't
Okay,
know
it's
who
just not
this
one to
is.
charge. All right, yeah.
Christopher Alvarez. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, he is a Al yeah, Francisco Prado versus Christopher Alvarez. Christopher just came off Contender Series off a first round knockout.
Wow.
And Prado has like on a 3 fight losing streak, so I'm gonna take the UFC debutant to win this one over Prado. Um, Francisco Prado might craft event get a win here, but I'm gonna take out the knockout. I'm gonna take the knockout artist to beat Francisco Prado. I'm gonna take Christopher Alvarez.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I don't think I have a take on this one, man, because like I haven't seen them either.
It's
Yeah, man.
he's unknown, not too much tape on him. That yeah, we'll get more tape on him before 327 happens. This is early predictions. Yeah, we'll learn. We will learn.
Yeah, definitely. I think the fact that they put him on this fight card too is just pretty says a lot already. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that was pretty awesome, man. I appreciate you hopping on and doing that as well. Do you want to talk a little bit about like when we went to UFC Houston and like the experience
Yeah,
and stuff like that?
absolutely. Yeah, it was a crazy night. UFC Houston, what an event. It was my first time going to a UFC event, so it was super cool. We saw some great fights. The prelims were a little underwhelming, a lot of decisions, but a lot of great wars. Main card was phenomenal. Shout out to the UFC matchmakers for putting that together and having a great show out in Houston. Love to see Sean Strickland get his lick back, get a win. It's been a while, and to see him be able to maybe fight for a title. He's in an interesting spot, Sean Strickland.
Yeah.
It's he's beat everyone in the top five if you give him the first fight against Dricus, which a lot of fans do. But if you don't, then he just hasn't beat the number one ranked contender in Chimaev. He's already beaten Mavov. He beat Brendan Allen. He's beat Fluffy. He's beat Adesanya. And he has no one else to fight besides rematches. And they're not just going to feed another young guy. Like, they might give him the winner of Baraujo versus De Ritter, but if he just beats them too, then what? Where do we put him? Because I don't know if they're going to give him the Chimaev fight because it sounds like it was already promised to Nasruddin Imavov per Nasruddin Imavov. So he was saying that it was supposed to happen last December, but of course Chimaev pulled out due to him being Hamzat Chimaev and being the biggest pullout merchant in UFC history, besides maybe Paulo Costa. But still, like it's crazy. I don't know what to do with Sean. I don't know who to match him up against because he's already beat everyone. He's basically the champion because Hamzat's not planning on fighting anytime soon.
Yeah, dude. That fight is interesting to me too. And I don't know if like Strickland has a chance against Shimaev, but I feel like he does. Okay.
Yeah, I honestly think he beats him because let's dissect what happened with the Dricus versus Chimaev fight. Chimaev ragdolled Dricus. Well, not ragdoll, that's disrespectful. But he laid on top of him in crucifix for 25 minutes and did basically no damage. He just
Yeah.
punch, knees to the body. Didn't really affect Dricus that much, but he just couldn't shake him off of him. So, and he just won off of boring decision. I don't think he's going to be able to do that to Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland has great takedown defense, as we saw from the Anthony Hernandez fight. Anthony Hernandez, Fluffy did not want to shoot on Strickland because of how good his defense was and how good of a distance management he has and how good of a counterpuncher is. I think Chimaev's going to want to stand up on the feet with him. To one, not just one, it's an ego thing. He's like, I can beat Strickland on feet. But two, I don't know. I don't think he's going to have the takedown available like he did on Dricus. But I have Sean winning that by decision on a close decision, like 3-2 kind of, maybe even a split. But I have Sean winning that.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting to hear like Eric Nixon talk about it because I mean, both obviously like Strickland's like, oh, I pieced him up, and then I heard rumors that like, oh, he was going too hard against Strickland. Shemaev was that they had to pull him up. They had to pull Shemaev off of Strickland, and I don't know. It's just crazy to hear like all these um, like like arguing like thoughts about like the fighters, and then you know what I mean, and then to like
Yeah.
it makes you more curious. I think that's gonna be the best fight, to be honest with you. I heard Imavov doesn't want to fight. I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard Imavov and Shimaev don't want to fight because they're both from the Caucasus region.
Man, if you want to be world champion, do you want to be a UFC champion? Yes, take the fight. Well, I don't know why you'd be comfortable sitting at number two. There's no like what why are you here then? If you don't want to fight Hamzat, move up to light heavyweight or go down to welterweight, man. I don't know what to say. You have to take that fight. It doesn't like it's not a Marab Aljo scenario like where they're training partners, they don't want to fight each other. Aljo moved up. Problem solved. Either move up or leave. Or Chimaev's going to try to vacate, apparently, because he wanted the Pereira fight, but now that Pereira's vacating, I don't know who gets to fight in light heavyweight. Maybe he's going to try to beat Jiri Prochazka when he wins the belt, but God, I hope not. Please no. But yeah, it's we're in an awkward spot with Hamzat Chimaev at being the middleweight champion. He's really slowed that down. That such an exciting division.
It's really weird too because like he made his name off of that whole thing. Like, hey, I fought like two fights within like 10 days. I still remember where I was like when I first saw his debut in the UFC, And then I was just like, oh, whatever, right? Like I didn't think much of him. And I saw his fight. I was like, oh, damn, this guy's crazy. And then his set, and then he fought like within 10 days again, and that was a crazy fight as well. And then he, in the way he punched like Gerald Milshart, that was like with one punch knockout. That was insane to me. But like I don't know, like in the past, what is it, 5 years? He's fought like four times or something. Like he hasn't fought
Yeah.
at all.
Well, he had really bad COVID, and then he had like a bad weight cut, and then he fought a Kamaru Usman on short notice and arguably lost. I'm just gonna point that out there. Or arguably even a draw. I wouldn't have scored it 2-1. I would have scored that a draw personally, but still, that's just me hating on Chimaev. But yeah, he hasn't fought a lot recently and he just sits out and does whatever he wants, but now he's holding up a whole division. When he was just a contender, it wasn't a problem because he's not holding up fights. He can just sit there and do whatever he wants. But now as champion, you can't do that. You have to be active. You can't Khabib max your way to getting that good legacy. You can't just sit there and not take fights or pull out of fights every time you get one and only fight once a year. That's boring, especially in the Paramount era. We're cutting fighters who aren't entertaining. Look at Jailton Almeida. He got cut for not being entertaining, so he's gone. If you're just going to sit here and not take fights, leave. I don't
Yeah.
know what to say. Yeah, it's really frustrating how Chimaev is just sitting out. Oh, well, the lack of news we've gotten from Chimaev. If he's injured, sure, that's fine. You can sit down. You can take a break, heal up. We want to see you at 100%. But if he's just doing nothing, then get him out of here, man. I'm tired of it. Get Sean versus Dricus 3. I don't know what to do. Or Sean versus Mavov 2. I don't care. Just put Sean Strickland back in the title contention.
Well, it's funny because I thought like Shemaev could have been like Conor McGregor number two, and then
Yeah.
yeah. Now I think Sean Strickland could be that though.
Yeah. He could. I mean, Hamzat has that hype level. Well, had that hype level.
He did,
He
yeah.
has a lot of fans over in the East. He has somehow he has fans in America. I don't understand why people want to watch that. But yeah, he has that whole fan base over there. He's a worldwide international star. A lot of fans waiting on him, and he just does nothing with it. So thanks, Hanzat. Appreciate you holding up the middleweight division, man. God damn,
Yeah.
it's
Did you hear
frustrating.
like Strickland call him a Chechen whore? You know what that's all about?
Yeah, it's Sean. Sean wants that fight, man. He's gonna talk his talk to get it. He's not afraid to call at anyone or say anything, even if Paramount does cut his mic. He's gonna get it. He's gonna talk his talk. So I'm happy for it. I'm happy Sean is trying to get a rise out of Chimaev to make him want to get that fight because we can't. There can no longer be the era of just sitting and waiting for a title shot. Just you got it. I take the fight when it comes. I want more active champions in the Paramount era. Please, Hamzat Chimaev, take a fight this year.
Yeah, and I
My
like
plea to
Stylebender.
you.
I like Stylebender, but I was gonna tell you like he's the type of like championship fighter that I liked. Him and Kamaru Usman like fighting like multiple times, at least three times a year. Like that's the kind
Yeah.
of champions we need. Alex Pereira, 2024, killing it during that entire year, last minute fights all the time. Like that was awesome.
And even if you have like say quote unquote boring fighters like Marab. Marab fought 4 times as a champion and he lost against Peter Yan, but still that's I mean, he went to war with all of these he went to war with Sanhagen. He finished Sean O'Malley and he went to war with Umar Nurmagomedov. I mean, he's fighting his ass off, sorry for the language, but he's going at it and is still active. The machine is here. If you want to just wrestle the entire time, you can still fight multiple times a year. We should Hamza. You didn't take that much damage. It didn't look like you took that much damage, did Strickus. You should have been back in here in December or in January. You should have already fought. You fought in August of last year. That was 6 months ago now. My math is right. Maybe more.
Yeah,
Communication page. Not a math guy, but so he should be here. He should be here.
yeah, yeah. Even like arguably like people gave like Marab like the fighter of the year because I mean he fought four times, and even though he did lose to Peter Yan, like he was very active as a champion, and honestly I heard his team was like the one who took the brunt of it because of that. But what a cool guy! Like, and to build his name
Yeah,
off of Sean O'Malley and the way that whole thing happened, like that was pretty awesome. I didn't want him to win, to be honest with you, but
God, Marab is a great champion and a great fighter. I like seeing him fight. He is. I don't know why people hate on him and then go support Umar. Like, if you want to see someone wrestle Max and fight one time a year, you want Umar Nurmagomedov to be champ. Marab Dvalishvili is one of the most entertaining bantamweights, one of the most active. He was the most active champion. I want to see him get the belt back, but first I want to see him rest and recover because that Petr Yan fight did things to his body that he's gonna need to recover from. I want to see him come back and healthy and come out and submit Petr Yan.
Dude, that was so entertaining though to watch him fight against Umar Nurmagomedov, and like that whole build up to that fight. He was like, "You so disrespectful," and like it was just hilarious. Like
Yeah,
his
dude.
actions to Umar were like just so funny to me, and the way he'd get pissed off about him, it was awesome. And then I love how he like trolled Petr Yan after he said something about like Petr Yan said something about him being in the pool with just guys, and he's like,
Jacuzzi,
"What?
jacuzzi.
Jacuzzi, yeah." So
Yeah.
funny. And his reaction, like when Petr Yan said it, he was just like he didn't know to react because he was like, "What the fuck? This guy just what did he just say?" Like it was hilarious. He's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
no, it's bantamweight's one of the most entertaining and exciting divisions right now. I'm so happy for that division, man, because it used to just be kind of like, yay, Dominic Cruz, let's go. Like it was it was a slower division. Now there's a lot of excitement in it right now, and I'm super happy for it.
So real quick, who do you think gets the next title fight? Because I heard Petr Yan's out at the moment, but
Yes, he is injured. He's getting,
yeah,
I think he's having back surgery. I think you give the next title fight, man. Sean O'Malley, he did win, but it was close against Song Yadong. But he's also lost. He's in the same situation as Sean Strickland right now. He lost his last two to the champion and just won a close fight. Well, it wasn't close for Sean, but you know what I'm saying. I think you make Sean versus Umar as the next fight, and you give Marab his lick back. You do Petr Yan versus Marab 2. No, Marab 3 to get the trilogy,
I
and you make that happen because they both deserve it. I mean, Marab only lost he probably shouldn't have taken that fight that early and been doing four title defenses. So you get a healthy Marab versus a healthy Petr Yan. That's going to be a banger fight, and they're both 1-1, and they were both so dominant in each of their wins. So yeah, I think the third fight, give it to Marab.
so you said that do Sean O'Malley though versus Umar, because man, I don't want to see that fight because I think Umar's gonna like I think he's gonna win. But I'm biased, bro. Like I love Sean O'Malley, man, and I want Sean O'Malley to like just fucking win again the title. And I
Mhm.
don't know. I watched Sean O'Malley like from his unranked days,
Mhm.
and I just like watch his podcast every week, and I don't know. I had like I resonate with him a lot, like a lot, and
I like
so
Sean O'Malley too, but there's no other fight in the division that makes sense besides maybe like a Sanhagen fight. You could give him Corey
I
Sanhagen. I
love
wouldn't be
that,
mad at that either. Yeah.
dude. I love that.
It's just what do you do with Umar? I mean, he already fought Sanhagen, so you can't give him there. Him fighting Yadong is a step down because Song Yadong just lost. He just fought Figgy. He just fought Batista. There's no one ready to fight Umar right now. So besides Sean, and I think that's as much as it's an unfavorable matchup to Sean O'Malley, I think that's the only fight that both makes sense because both of them have an arguable title shot. I mean, Umar just smudged it up against Batista and Figgy, and
That's the thing, though, dude. Like
yeah,
Umar's not a fun fighter to watch at all. Like
no, he's not.
he's very like it's like almost like he's holding back on his punches and he's holding back on his like finishing prowess, right? Like he doesn't go for it at all, like ever. And like
This, oh
yeah,
no, go ahead. My fault.
no, good,
My
good,
fault.
good.
Those types of fighters need the right dance partner to make a good fight happen. Umar needs his Marab to make a fantastic fight. Like Khabib needed Connor to make a really good fight. Like they need to have an entertaining fighter to make an entertaining fight. If they fight another wrestler or jiu-jitsu guy, it's gonna be boring. Like with the Figgy fight, that was terrible to watch because like I
Terrible.
like Figueiredo. I don't want to see that. And when he beat Batista, I'm like, dude, how do you like Batista's very underrated, and I'm glad he just got another win back. But at the same time, you just fought against Marab. People were talking about you like you're the next best thing. How do you go 29-28? You how do you lose a round off Batista? He's not supposed to be on that level. He's supposed to be just worse Sean O'Malley. But no, I mean, Batista looked great in that fight, and I mean that was the narratives going into that fight. I'm high on Batista now, but people were really mad at that time because he slimed out Aldo. Anyways, Umar's supposed to be the next big thing, and if you're struggling against guys like Figueiredo and Batista, then what are we doing? You're supposed to be like this dominant Nurmagomedov, man. But I do his wrestles heavy style conflicts against Sean. We know that. Sean knows that. He's not a good well, it's not a good wrestler because he doesn't wrestle often. We saw it in the Marab fight, both Marab fights. But I think if you put him against Umar, I think you could still point to Sean winning that fight. If he really does train on his wrestling, just at least the takedown defense, he can outstrike Marab. He can outstrike Umar to get that title fight against Petr Yan if you want, or Marab, whoever wins.
Yeah,
So I'd put those two together.
I think if he manages his distance well, like with Umar, like you're saying, and he does like those teep kicks like Strickland does, and he does get him in the like stomach in the the stomach area. I think he does have a chance. I mean, I don't think that Sean's gonna like lose to him per se, but I just think that it's a very competitive fight matchup.
Very, yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm just like concerned about that, and I don't want to see Sean really like lose ever again. If I'm being honest, I'm a big Sean
Yeah, no, I
O'Malley
get it.
fan.
He's a fan favorite, and but when you're at that level, you have to take the hard fights.
You do.
You can't just like you can't give him Amin Sahabi or Davison Figueiredo at this level. I mean, he's a superstar. Like you can't just give him. I mean, he took his all right fighter fight against Song Yadong, and that was close, which is scary. It's scary how close that was. You could have gave that to Song Yadong, and I wouldn't have been mad at you. I mean, he got off damage. That knee up the middle really sealed the deal for Sean. But the fact that it's arguable is scary. I want to see him fight Umar to prove that he can beat these wrestlers. Because if he fights Petr Yan again, Petr Yan's going to try to wrestle him down. If he fights Marab again, Marab's going to wrestle him down because it's worked twice. So he needs to work on that, or move up to featherweight. Because my God, is he skinny for that weight class?
Yeah,
If he loses to say an Umar or a Sandhagen, just move up to featherweight, man. He's gonna get you gotta either avoid the wrestlers and go up and fight like a Lerone Murphy, um, or a I don't know like Yair Rodriguez. I think those would be great fights for him. Yeah, either learn how to wrestle or move up.
yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah, I think you're right. I think he just sticks to bantamweight for now, and then goes back for that championship fight. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was saying, should we just wrap it up real quick? And
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
yeah, yeah, okay. Only because I have a few other things to tell you afterwards, and I'm gonna go ahead and stop this, but don't leave, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no
All right.
worries.
And those for you who have watched this episode, please do go ahead and like subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you disagree with any of us in terms of like our picks and stuff like that. But go ahead and actually like and subscribe. We've been getting a lot of people who are like watching the channel but like not actually subscribing, so please do subscribe. And leave down your comments in the comments below as well. And anything else that you want to see more of, let us know. Thank you.